is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. On the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Smith with the grab over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Sayin. Here comes the heat. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB, because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing, say it. Rushes on him. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the line.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keep, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Arch is going to throw for it. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's Arch to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Say it. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. He's open on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Saying. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Sayin. Makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
It's caught. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Arch Madness. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
To the air, it's Manning. Complete in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Slide, 80-22, lights out. 80-22, lights out. Check. 95-96, bridge. Level. Return, sweep. Ready, go.
Throwing Manning. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open...
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown.
Offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Making side adjustments here. On the move, it's Smothers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Manning makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Here's Manning to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Old Dominion taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll open the second half on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To throw, Manning. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn. The extra point here would tie the game.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Sayin. Skips away from pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete and they stop him on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call, man. I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning fires to the wideout. Caught along the sideline. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
plus. 14-24 plus. Right, right. Go, go.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throwing, say it. This time he's got it. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Julian with the play fake. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. 4th down, say it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fit it in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the towel. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Arch is going to throw for it. The quick out. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, what a play by the defense. Right up the middle, getting the tackle for loss and getting penetration. You've got this offensive coordinator right now. He is digging into his playbook. He's just trying to find a way to get this running back going, and they just can't find that. Is it outside the tackle box? Is it between the tackles? How do you do it? That's the question, and it's frustrating for this play caller because of how well the defense is done.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's Arch to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Say it. Pocket breaking down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Play fake, Julian say it. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Might be changing the route.
Freeze! Ready, go!
Arch Madness. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. They want to run this quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. They'll give it to Brown. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge 3rd down, and somebody's got to step up and make the play.
Just drives it between the uprights. And how about this? All tied up in the waiting moments, guys.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sayin. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Play fake, Sayin. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Texas. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
He's got him this time.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Again, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right on target this time. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Sayin back to the air. Steps away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on down.